gardeners, welcome to today's video. If any of you guys are new here, my name is Trisha, and today I'm going to be going through an entire reptile room tour and showing you guys all of my reptiles along with all of their enclosures. So just a couple of quick things before we get started. Most of the enclosures are from Zen Habitats. My affiliate link for them is in my description. Every time you guys shop using that link specifically, I do make a little bit of commission and I really appreciate it. It really does help me out. So thank you so much to everyone who does. And if you are interested in getting your own enclosure from Zen Habitats, please check out that affiliate link in the description of this video as well as all of my other ones. And one other quick thing also regarding Zen Habitats, I am also doing YouTube videos over on the Zen Habitats YouTube channel as well. So if you want to see even more video content, head on over to the Zen Habitats YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started and let's see all of my animals. I'm gonna start in my room. This is the wall that has all of the enclosures in this room and all of the animals. So this enclosure right here is a 4x2x2 Zen Habitats enclosure. All of the enclosures are going to be from Zen Habitats. My affiliate link for them is in my description. Every time you guys shop using my affiliate link, I do make some commission, so I really appreciate it when you guys use that. But this enclosure is fantastic and perfect for bearded dragons. It gives them so much space. So this is Stumpy right up here. He does get a little skittish and a little bit nervous, like when I'm approaching him and coming near him. I've had him for almost a year. He is missing a leg. He's kind of hiding it because it's on the other side of him. There's no leg over there. And basically what happened was he was a baby being kept with other bearded dragons, and one of them mistakenly bit his leg thinking it was a cricket. So just another reason beardies cannot stay together because accidents happen, but he's still pretty good at climbing. I don't have too many climbing features in this enclosure just because I don't want him to get injured. I may add a little bit more. I like to add a water dish over here that's pretty big here and there so that way he can get hydrated, and sometimes I add a bed so I move things in and out of here. But right now I took all that stuff out. He does manage to climb his naturalistic background somehow, which is honestly pretty impressive. Especially when he's missing a leg, but he manages to do it. He's pretty skittish. Every time I approach him, he's kind of like, "What are you doing?" Freaks out a little bit. I'm hoping over time he'll just get more used to me, but it's been like almost a year, and I think that's just kind of how he is. Right now he's on top of his Zen cave, which is amazing. I love the Zen cave at Zen Habitats. It's perfect for basking, and then they can hide under it. The thing is huge. It is a massive cave, so if you have a tank, it might be a little bit too big, but if you have a 4x2 enclosure like this, it fits so well, and it is perfect for bearded dragons. They're really big lizards, I mean, compared to some others, but the cave fits them perfectly. So yeah, that is Stumpy, and that is his 4x2x2 enclosure. He's just always staring at me like, "What are you doing?" So then moving below, we have a 4x2x16 enclosure under here, which is for my leopard gecko Kiwi. It looks like Kiwi is awake right now. This is the inside, what it looks like. We have another naturalistic background, and it is crazy because Kiwi has no problem climbing this background. He is all over it. He is a very active little gecko, and they are very avid climbers, which you wouldn't expect it for a leopard gecko. Oh my goodness. He is like wide awake right now. He's like, "Leave me alone." But yeah, that's Kiwi. He's probably looking for snacks or something. This is supposed to be on here. But yeah, there he is. He clearly doesn't want to come out, so that's Kiwi. And this is Kiwi's 4x2x16 enclosure, and then we have another 4x2x16 enclosure underneath that belongs to Mango, my African fat-tailed gecko. You can see her tail a little bit. We'll take her out. Hopefully she won't spaz out like Kiwi just did. I'll take Mango out in some better lighting. It looks like Mango is actually about to shed. She's looking very pale, so I think a shed is coming on. African fat-tailed geckos are some of the cutest geckos in the entire world. Like, look at that face. I just absolutely love them. I think that they don't get enough hype. They are like the perfect beginner lizard too. If you're looking to get a lizard but you're nervous because you've never kept one before, this is like a perfect species to keep. Those are all of those enclosures. Up here I have just like stuffed animals and stuff. This is like a newer one and he's like off balanced. I have gotten into collecting anything that looks like a gremlin or a troll. I don't know why. I just like, he looks like he would steal something from you, but he looks innocent and cute. Like, I don't know. I love them. My obsession is with Scorbies. So Squee and Friends on Instagram is my complete addiction. So these are my two Scorbies. We have a common Squee. We have like a little Cyto Squee or a baby Squee. And this is my niece's Scorbie because I've gotten her into them. So this is their whole area on top of the enclosures and I'm obsessed with them. So then moving over here, we have these three enclosures. I used to have the chameleon in here, but I moved him so that way he can get some natural sunlight. And I feel like this just makes sense because all of these enclosures, I used to have Oakley here and then a chameleon here, and now everything just matches. So up here we have a 2x2x2 enclosure that belongs to Citrus, my gargoyle gecko, who is absolutely not out right now, but I will try to show you guys some footage. That way you can see what she even looks like. They fully hide during the day and they go into the logs that are built into the side of the wall. So there's no way to get them out, but they're happy and comfortable. So I leave it as is. Just kind of sucks because like I cannot handle them ever, but I'm happy when they come out and I get to see them. So then we have another 2x2x2, another gargoyle gecko. This one belongs to Sunny. I need to get more plants in this one. I was nervous moving them into my room. I didn't know if the plants would survive, but so far the Dracana is doing fantastic. Sunny is always in there. Again, I'll try and show you guys some footage of her so that way you can see like what she looks like because they are not out during the day. And then down below we have the final 2x2x2, and this belongs to Oakley, my crested gecko, who is also sleeping. And oh wait, I see her foot. She is, oh, there's her face. Oh, no. Sort of. Can't really show her face because she's completely like in plants. But that's Oakley, my crested gecko. And this is her enclosure. I just got her some new plants. We put a snake plant in and a Dracana. You guys should definitely check out the Zen Habitats YouTube channel because I have videos coming soon. One is already on the channel. I'm making videos for them. So in a video, I went over the best 5 plants for crested gecko bioactive setups. So I got the plants for it, and that's for that video. So if you want to check it out, head on over to the Zen Habitats YouTube channel because there's lots of good content over there. So yeah, this is the rest of my room. We have Chacho in my bed. We have my book that I'm reading. I have some crystals and lots of reptile art and just butterflies all around the room. Yeah, this is my boyfriend's section. He is obsessed with pyrite. So this is his pyrite section, and these are creatures that he made. They're very interesting. I love this guy. I think he's so cool. Yeah, and then we just have more crystals, random art, crystals, random art, giant TV, which is huge for this room, but I love it. My whole door is covered in like Scorby art because I'm not lying. I am like obsessed. I love them so much. I don't know, they bring me happiness. I'm obsessed with them, so it is what it is. And then we have some of my crystals over here. These are all of the green crystals, which are like my favorite. And then we have blue, and then I just have random stuff down here, so we'll just ignore that. So then we can move into the reptile room. I have my pothos hanging. It's like a nice little fairy entrance. I love it so much. And then you come on in here. It is a sunny day, very sunny. So yeah, Then we enter the reptile room. You guys have all seen this before, so I don't know, maybe we should start over here. Starting up here, we have a 4x2x2 enclosure. The 4x2x2s are technically 120 gallons. This one is, oh my goodness, I am not feeding you today. She totally thinks she's being fed. This is for my green tree python, Metamora. She wants to eat. She's eating this weekend, so she's clearly very excited for that. This is her enclosure. She's on the warm side right now. She has a UVB at the top, water bowl. It's kind of hard to see with the reflection in here, and we just have like this pothos hanging in the front. But yeah, this is her setup. This is like the cool perch that she goes on. She's on that one a lot of the time, but this morning she decided to go on the warm side. So there she is. And that is her enclosure. I kind of want to add more live plants to this. I feel like they lasted a decent amount of time, but I don't know. I have to feed her live mice, so they kind of trample plants, and it's not ideal, but she used to eat frozen thawed, and now she decided to be picky like chaos, and she just doesn't. So then we're moving below. Another 4x2x2. This one belongs to Bowie, the Brazilian rainbow boa. There's her water. This is like a cool hide area. It's cool because this is, oh, she's actually back there. I didn't know she was over here. Well, we'll take her on a second. And then she has her warm hide over there and different climbing opportunities. It's kind of hard to like show everything just because the glare on this, because it's so sunny out. But yeah, this is her enclosure. Lots of different climbing opportunities, and this girl just enjoys coming out a lot to get some climbing opportunity on me, and I know you guys want to see her, so we'll go ahead and take her out. So here is Bowie. It is nice and sunny, so we can see some of that iridescence on her. Where is your beautiful face? There's her beautiful face. Look at that. Oh my goodness. She is stunning. Absolutely stunning. She's huge. It doesn't even, it's hard to show just how big she is. But she's big. She's a big mama. Just decided to like coil around my entire body. Look at her though. She is so stunning. Best snake ever. I know you guys love seeing her. So yeah, that is Bowie, my Brazilian rainbow boa. Here's a little bit of some size perspective. She is huge. We're gonna go ahead and put her back in her enclosure. I'm like out of breath from holding her. It's like exhausting. She's so strong. They're just so strong. But they need all those muscles for their climbing abilities. But she is just a wonderful snake. And of course Chacho like wants to sniff her all the time. Chacho. And now we just wait for her entire body to get in the enclosure, so that way we can show you guys everyone else we have in this room. She's back in her enclosure. Chacho's upset because he just, Chachi, can you look at me? Do you want to say hi? Yes, there we go. There's Chacho. I know you guys like seeing Chacho too. He's just my son. He's the guardian of the reptile room. And then moving over here. Oh, by the way, we also have a deluxe stacking spacer under here with like, could you imagine like if you could just see all this stuff? This makes it look so much nicer. It is perfect for storage. And I also use it because it gets really cold in here in the winter. So I wanted to have Bowie's enclosure boosted off of the floor. So that did the job. And it's really nice because her heat pad is under the enclosure right there. And when if I ever need to like take it off or change it out for a new one, I can just like put my body under there and then like switch it out. So it makes it really easy. There's her fancy thermostat. She has like the fanciest one of all of them. and I can see exactly what it looks like. Yes, it is set at like 118 because it's winter time and it was getting really low. It's actually, so her temperature right now is 85. I typically like to keep it at like 83. So that's even a little bit warmer than she typically likes it. But yeah, I have to set it at 118 on this during the winter just because it's going through the entire panel of the enclosure. So you do have to set it a little bit higher, but of course use like a temp gun or something or a thermostat to measure and make sure that everything was in a safe range. So yeah, that's her deluxe stacking spacer. And then moving over here, we have a really tall enclosure up here. It's just super high. This is for Chip, my crested gecko, and this is what it's looking like. I can't reach. I have to use my step ladder to even get in there. But Chip is asleep, so I'll show you guys a clip of him so you can see what he looks like. Then we have another deluxe stacking spacer with just a ton of stuff. This is great for lighting. Okay, this is going to be loud now. If you ever have to use lighting like this on top of the screen and want to stack, the deluxe stacking spacer allows you to conceal the lighting and you can continue stacking on top of it. So it's a lifesaver for that. It's gonna be loud again. It's pretty though, so I like it. It's just annoying. So we have a 4x2x16 enclosure right here for Chancho, my blue tongue skink, who I think wants snacks because he is like right here. He is still not really handleable. He hates being handled, but he has gotten really used to me. He knows that I am here for food and he is adorable. So yeah, that's Chancho. And this is his enclosure. He has his water bowl over there, his cool hide over there, and then this is like his basking area. And yeah, he's just a little cutie. And then moving below Chancho, we have this 4x2x16 enclosure that belongs to Bloom, my corn snake, who is super active. So this built-in snake that I did on the background, it used to be so cute and it had like flowers going all down the spine, but he is so active, he rips everything out. So he has a couple of hides over there. And then I think he's actually, yeah, he's like right here. Oh, I'm not gonna take him out. He's in blue. He's totally in blue. You can tell by his eye. So we'll leave him alone. He's a plasma corn snake and he's super cute, but I don't want to bother him because he is going to be shedding very soon. Moving to the very bottom enclosure, this is a 4x2x2. This was the very first 4x2x2 that Zen ever sent me many years ago. And it's loud when I open it because Abraxas keeps kicking dirt and trying to lay eggs. They're not fertile eggs, but the dirt keeps getting all up over here and the substrate shield is getting full of dirt because she's been very active, haven't you? So that is Abraxas. Abraxas is a female melanistic jeweled lacerta. One of my dream lizards that I've always wanted to keep, and she is super cool. She always wants food. This is her enclosure. She also has a Zen cave, which works really well for her. And then we have lots of climbing areas. She likes to hide in all of this foliage. We have her water bowl. And then just like more stuff to climb and hide in. Just lots of places for her to hide, basically, to feel safe in her setup. Especially because she was so small when I put her in here. She was so tiny. She's done a lot of growing, but I honestly expected she would get larger than this. And she did not, because she's a female and the females don't get as big. But we're also working on handling with her. She is a little bit nervous. With handling, you can't just like reach in and grab her, she will run away. So I lure her out with food and she'll chew on me for a little bit and then just go back into her enclosure. So it's been working out pretty well. But yeah, she's a really cool lizard. They're very underrated. I think jeweled lacertas are super cool. She just wants food right now. But yeah, that is her. And that is her enclosure. Oh, and the dirt has been a little rough. Yeah, she's like super, look how fast she is. She's a fast one. And the final wall of the reptile room is over here, and we're gonna go through all of these enclosures. Maybe we'll start at the bottom and work our way up because the one on top is so high up. So this is my 4x2x16 enclosure for my Pixie frog. So this whole side of the enclosure is basically dirt and a hide over there. And Janemba just likes to stay over here in the water area. There is Janemba, the Pixie frog. I tried to take him out with one hand and it is absolutely not happening. He is huge and I need two hands. This is his water area, and then that is his burrowing area, which he doesn't utilize too much. He's just typically always in the water. Popped his head up. There's his cute little face. Always swimming. These guys love their water. There he is. I would take him out for you, but it's a lot of work, and he requires two hands for sure, and he doesn't really like handling, but he is huge. That is a big frog. And there he is. His filter is dirty. I need to fully clean out this entire water area for him and scrub down that filter and clean it up. But there is the Pixie frog. And then moving on up, we have this 4x2x2 PVC enclosure for Peaches, my red-footed tortoise. And here she is. She's coming. So this enclosure is literally perfect for red-footed tortoises, not only because it's PVC and it can handle up to 100% humidity, which is so important for this species, but it also has the opportunity to extend. So with Zen Habitats enclosures, you can extend the enclosures by attaching multiple enclosures together side by side to increase the length as much as you want using the extension kits. So this little lady is growing so much. She is a big tortoise. She is not even like near where she's going to be either. Like, they get so big, and she started off so tiny and she's just grown so much, but she has a lot of growing to do, and eventually she's going to need a much larger enclosure and she's going to require that extension kit. But there is Peaches. It's crazy how much she's grown. It doesn't really look that big in a video, but I swear, like, she's getting huge. I cannot wait for summer so I can take her outside and bring her to the park with us so that way she can graze and eat some grass and just get some natural sunlight. It's been a long winter, but this is her enclosure. She has a cooler hide over there, and then this is her basking area. She burrows underneath that as well. And then her water bowl that I just cleaned, and of course, that's what it looks like, because that's what happens when you keep a tortoise. They do not let it stay clean. Yeah, and then she has a naturalistic background, and that's pretty much it. But that is Peaches, the red-footed tortoise, and her setup. Moving up, we have another 4x2x16 enclosure that belongs to Chaos, my coral glow ball python. So this is like the cooler area of the enclosure, something nice to climb on. And then he is always on the other side, either in the warm hide, which that's where he is right now, or it's really cool. This cork bark has like a perfect like cave in it. So he also likes to hide in that. It works out perfectly. It is super cool. I don't know if I can show you guys, but look at that. It's perfect for a ball python. Absolutely perfect. And then this is Chaos, my coral glow ball python. Let's take him out so you guys can see him. So here is Chaos, if it would focus. He is stunning. I feel like he's kind of on the smaller side for a ball python, but it's probably because he is picky about eating. This is the one that only eats live, and the live food has to be small, otherwise he gets intimidated by it and he won't eat it. So he is my most difficult eater when it comes to trying to feed this snake, but he is great with handling, and he's gorgeous, so we'll put up with it. Right, Chaos? You're worth it. We will do it. He is so pretty. He's gotten a lot of the spotting in, which is typical with the banana and coral glow ball python morph. But yeah, they're not mites. You don't have to be concerned. He's covered in a ton of mites. He's just a really ripe banana. That's just what happens with this morph over time. But he is a beauty. I love this snake. But yeah, we'll go ahead and put him back. I just rearranged everything so I could get him back in here. They like to take their sweet time, so I may not show you guys the whole time, because he's literally just sitting right now. He's like, I'm comfortable like this. There we go. Let's get some movement. And there he goes. Back into his hide. So then we have the last snake up here, which is the 4x2x2 enclosure for my other ball python, which is Casper, my blue-eyed leucistic ball python. I need the step ladder for this one because this enclosure is up so high. I can access it to like spray when I'm like misting the enclosure and everything, but if I need to take him out or anything, I have to like fully get up on here, and you guys want to see like what it looks like. So we have a lot of different climbing features. This plant is dying. Very sad about it. I'm gonna have to replace it. We got lots of different hides. We have a water bowl. We have a plant over there that's actually alive. We have more climbing features. Let me open it on this side. I posted a video setting up this enclosure, the most recent. This is the most recent enclosure I've done. I can already see he is in his warm hide. So hopefully we won't mess up his enclosure too much by getting him out. Okay, we have the snake. And he has like dirt all over him. Got messy. But here is Casper. He is absolutely stunning. I cannot believe I actually own this snake. It's like a dream snake of mine, and I'm so happy. But yeah, he's very crusty and dirty. You can like see it all around him. His substrate is like really loose, so yeah, he's just gotten really dirty in his setup. But this is Casper. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 3 or 4 now. I think he's still growing. This guy loves to eat. He lives to eat. He loves his food. But yeah, he is a stunning, stunning snake. I'm not sure about all of the genes in him. When I got him, the breeders weren't even entirely sure. They said it's kind of like a surprise, whatever genes he has in him. But he's worth it. He's the cutest thing ever. I love him. And go ahead and put him back in his enclosure. But yeah, that's Casper, and that is his 4x2x2 enclosure. And that completes all of these enclosures. And that brings us to the final enclosure, which is this 2x2x4 fully screened enclosure for Willie, my nosy bay panther chameleon. And I actually just put his dripper on, and I think he's trying to drink some water. So maybe we'll be able to get him on camera drinking some water. And there he goes. Yeah, he's thirsty. So he, again, is the nosy bay locale, which is why he's just all blue. Depending on the different locales for panther chameleons, they come in like a variety of different colors. The ambelobe is like typically really red and green and yellow. But yeah, the nosy bay is just typically always blue like this. So he is super cute. He's getting some hydration. And this is his enclosure. So he has, the plant he's on right now is a corn plant. And then we have, I think it's like a palm type of plant over here. We also have a monstera, which is like over here. It's like all around in here. Here's a leaf for the monstera. And then at the very bottom of the corn plant is actually this pothos, which which is really healthy. So there's a lot of green and foliage in here for him, and he enjoys it. And he is so cute. He's thirsty. He wants all the water. This is my living room. As you can see, I have lots of books over here. We have a little sitting area, another sitting area, plants all over. My boyfriend is very into cameras and Snorlax. We have a really cool chameleon tapestry over here. And this is my turtle tank. This is a 75-gallon tank. And it is for Lulu, who is my yellow belly slider. She's super cute. She's basking right now. She has her UVB and her heat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is her setup. It's a pretty large tank for her. It works well. She has a lot of room for her basking area as well. And her filter is kind of loud right now, to be honest. But there's the little cutie pie. And that is her enclosure. And that completes the reptile room tour for today. So Stumpy is here to say thank you for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next one.